Okay, well, I just got a set of Fastway foot pegs. These are the package. I had just opened them up to check them out, and I took the time to install some of the studs here in the pegs. These are 12mm, and they come with 10mm. These are a lot smaller. Because I wanted the extra grip on the peg. Now this is the way they come out of stock or out of the package. They don't come with none of the cleats on there. And I put the 12s in, and here's the other side. I pressed the pin in. This is just the height. You can go in stock height, where I'm gonna keep it because I'm only 5'7", and I'm gonna keep the pegs at the stock height. If you put this collar here, you put this collar on the opposite side, on the top side of the peg, it will drop your peg down roughly 10mm. So, not being very tall, I don't have real long feet, big feet, and it just makes your shifter and brake lever that much farther away. So I like riding in the middle of my feet of my boots, and the stock height is going to do me just well. So we're going to get the vise out here, and we're going to press this thing in, and then we're going to take a look at the stock pegs and get her installed. Okay, so I just put the collar in on the bottom of the peg here, and this is going to be the stock's height, and this will be for the left side of the bike. So I put a little bit of anti-seize on the collar here. I probably can't get it out. A little bit of anti-seize on the collar. If I ever have to remove it later on, I figured it would help. So we're going to put it in the vise here, and you just got to press it in. Real simple. It's almost there. There it is, bottomed out. Now, if you ever would want to remove this, let's get the vise out of the picture here. If you ever would want to remove this, Fastway is courteous enough to give you a small tool here. You can stick it in there, and then you can remove that collar if you decide you want to try a different setting. You can do that. Or if you happen to get another bike and you get another set of these collars, they make them for all different kinds of bike. They're bike specific. Okay, so now we're on the left side of the bike. I undid the cotter pin there, pull the cotter pin out, take the washer off. And here's something I wanted to show you. This is the stock foot peg here, and this is the Fastway. You can definitely tell it's wider. Here, I'll line it with this side. It's about a 1/4 inch wider, and I believe it's going to be about a 1/4 inch longer too. So that'll be great. Definitely help you out. So put that to the side. Hit that through with a screwdriver. Now they are spring loaded, but we're gonna follow the pin through with a screwdriver here. Screwdriver's coming out. Take our pliers. It's not coming out very easy. Should have a hammer. Now the pin came out. Set that to the side. Pull the screwdriver out. And there we are. That's the stock foot peg. Again, here's the Fastway. You can see the difference, how much wider it is, and looks like it's going to be about the same length, but it's going to be about a 1/4 inch wider. So with the Fastway, they come with these little nuts, or this little bolt here, and this adjusts the tilt of the peg, which is also very, very nice. So if you tilt these up a little bit, what it does is pushes your knees into your gas tank and everything, so you grip the bike a lot tighter. And I think they come with 3 washers. I don't know if the camera's going to focus on that. They come with 3 washers. I only have 1 on here now. They're all the same size. So I got a little Loctite on this bolt here, and I got 1 washer. I'm going to tilt these pegs up just a smidge from being stock, which would be flat. I don't know if you can see that. That bolt is maybe a millimeter, half of a millimeter high. And that there will catch the top of the frame here. And that'll tilt the peg up just a smidge. So these here come with 2 different springs. Here's a silver spring and here's a gold spring. Now the silver one is for the left side, if I didn't get them mixed up, and the gold one is for the right side. So from what I can see, there's a small hole here. Put that doohickey in there. Now I'm going to use the screwdriver to help me out. And then, I see. I gotta wind that thing up. I think this is so I think this here has to get wind up and be on top of the foot peg, or top of the thing like that. Well, I'm gonna mess with that because that's gonna take up a lot of time here. You guys don't want to watch me fumble around and pinch my fingers, which I'm sure you do, but alright, so we'll be back as soon as we get this done. Okay, well, while looking here at this silver spring here, I said it would be for the left side, and I thought it had to be twisted up. Well, I'm thinking to myself, after looking at it closer, there's no way I'm going to be able to put that or spin that 180 degrees to catch on top of here. So I grabbed a gold spring. See, they had the gold spring with the other peg when they had it packaged. So I assumed it was for that other peg there. But slide that in here through the hole, and then this here will slide on top, and then just you push it in. It actually goes right in, and then I'm going to take my screwdriver down through, keep it there, and see how it flexes back. Now it is catching my frame guard here a little bit, so I might have to cut off that little doohickey there. And I'm recommendations, can't pronounce that, 2 big words for a redneck, but I'm going to take this pin and slide it up through instead of down through. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because when you're going through rocks and really gnarly stuff, if a rock would come underneath here and this pin was in a down position, a rock could actually hit that cotter pin and shear that thing off and possibly come up through. Now, the chances of that actually wiggling up through because of gravity is slim to none, but it could happen. So if you have the pin up through like this, which I'm going to follow the screwdriver, there it's going up through. Should have a mallet. Screwdriver on it flying. Come on, Betsy. There we are. So now we got the pin in. I'm going to rotate that a little bit. Fastway is very nice. They do send extra cotter pins. So I'm going to stick the cotter pin up through. And I'm going to bend the one over. Bend this one over the other way. And then I'll rotate that down and we'll be good. So that is the Fastway Evo 4 steel foot pegs. And I'm looking forward to taking the bike for a ride and checking them out. My problem is why I switched these is because these hurt my feet. If you watch any of my blogs, I always complain about my feet hurting. And these stock foot pegs are not what I was looking for. So, well, thank you. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, click the like button. That would help me out big time. Thank you. And leave any kind of comments if you have any kind of questions. And I'll have a follow-up video on the Fastway foot pegs on what my first thoughts are on them. Yee yee!